Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Jubilee and Sun City Radio's Keta, Saboba FM, Saboba, and A1 Radio Bolgatanga. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Ghana Armed Forces and Police Service fight back claims of contracting land guards to reclaim state lands. We'll bring you details shortly, as land expert says he sees nothing wrong with the state engaging third parties to secure government lands.
If the Ministry of Lands has a contract with a private sector actor to remove trespassers or encroachers from government lands, there is legal backing for that.
The Electricity Company of Ghana admits to financial difficulties, making it difficult to procure meters.
MD, what is preventing you from buying more meters?
Money. We lack
why don't you allow the private people to buy it?
So that will be PURC.
In business,
moves by central banks in Africa, including Ghana, to shift from trading in US dollars described as too risky and injurious to economies. We hear more on the Joy Business Report.
Also, 21-year-old shot dead after he attacked the family of a 14-year minor he was in a relationship with.
You know, I'm boyfriends here. Do baby na me catch and say, and your man or your man in June.
He was my boyfriend, but I left him because of the immoral behavior. So I ditched him for the committee chairman's son.
And much later in the bulletin, music producer and rapper Kwaminya's newfound love for God.
You're a Christian now?
Yes, sir.
I see. When did I start?
Oh, not too long ago.
How did you see the light?
Saw the light through what I went through. And
knowledge be all I see. I am Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. Let's dig in. The Ghana Armed Forces and Police Service are fighting back the minorities' claims that government is contracting land guards to reclaim state lands. Deputy Ranking Member on the Lands and Forestry Committee, Alassane Suini, told journalists at a press conference on Monday that the Chief Director of the Lands Ministry, Professor Patrick Abesinyali, has revealed to the committee that the government as well as the police and the armed forces have been engaging the services of land guards to retrieve and protect state lands. But the two security agencies have debunked the claim, describing it as untrue and baseless. First, take a listen to excerpts of the Armed Forces statement read by my colleague, Kweku Asante.
It is unimaginable that the Ghana Armed Forces cannot protect its own lands, but rather indulge in illegality by relying on the services of land guards, a prescribed activity. The Armed Forces deem it regrettable that such reports are in the news. They also take on Alassane Suini, who made this allegation and says that at least he should have taken steps to verify this. They call that the media should ignore these false claims from him.
The police has also responded to this, and my colleague Joseph Akable joins me in studio with a statement. Joseph, what's the police's response to the claim?
The administration would like to categorically state that the claim is false, baseless, and unfounded, and should be treated with the contempt it deserves. The police service has not on any occasion engaged the services of land guards to reclaim or protect its lands. In fact, on the contrary, the service has in recent times intensified its anti-land guard operations in communities affected by the activities of these land guards, and this effort will not stop until such illegal activities are brought to justice.
Thank you, Joseph. Meanwhile, land law expert Kwame Jan says Section 3 of the Lands Act allows government to engage the services of third parties to protect its lands.
Where there are trespassers on public land, the authorities, which includes the Lands Ministry, the Lands Commission, and state entities, to either take steps themselves to remove trespassers or appoint duly authorized agents to do so on their behalf. So far as I am concerned, if the Ministry of Lands has a contract with a private sector actor to remove trespassers or encroachers from government lands, there is legal backing for that.
You heard land law expert Kwame Jan. If it has taken you years to secure an ECG meter for your house or shop, Brace yourself because the power distributor says the lack of cash is making it difficult to acquire and make them available to you. The managing director of the Electricity Company of Ghana, Samuel Mahama, disclosed this when he appeared before the Public Accounts Committee on Monday. The issue of assessing the meters remains a challenge, even for those ready with cash to buy them for ECG. We'll hear from the MD in a moment, but first, Iningo Prampam MP Sam George raised the concern.
There are no meters in the system. There are people in my constituency. Yesterday I had a town hall meeting and someone brought me receipts for 2 years that he has paid to the Prampram ECG office for 12 meters for his shopping complex and he hasn't received it. If such a person decides to engage in illegal connection, does that not create a problem?
Now listen to the ECG Managing Director Samuel Mahama explaining that the challenge is as a result of the unavailability of funds, and member of the Public Accounts Committee Sam George recommending the PURC to consider licensing private individuals to sell the meters.
MD, what is preventing you from buying more meters?
Money. We lack.
So why don't you allow the private people to buy it?
So that will be PURC. Honorable Chair, PURC would now have to make a clear pronouncement on the way forward because our hands are tied.
For our report that goes to the plenary, for us to consider making a recommendation to PURC to look at the possibility of allowing private individuals that are licensed or certified either by PURC or ECG to put meters on the market, because this is becoming a major crisis that's affecting even the viability of ECG.
Now, still in Parliament, the majority on Parliament's Roads and Transport Committee is demanding the prosecution of state actors complicit in the failed SkyTrain project. The minority has described the project as an organized crime orchestrated to loot the state nearly 4 years after government paid $2 million to Africa Investor Holdings Limited for shares in AI SkyTrain Consortium Holdings. Speaking to Joy News Vice Chair on the committee, Alex Tete says such reckless spending of state money should not go unpunished.
Well, it will depend on the Attorney General. If you find it to be a crime or something like that, I think the Attorney General and the Special Prosecutor will handle it. But I support the retriever, and if go beyond the retriever, they should pay interest on this particular money. Because sometimes we just let people go scot-free without any surcharge or any responsibility. And I believe that we should be very mindful about money that we entrusted to people's hands. So.
And now to the Ashanti region, a 21-year-old man has been shot dead after he attacked the family of a 14-year-old he was in a relationship with at Nyamikrum near Adansia Sokwa. The deceased, known only as Kode, was shot in the abdomen at close range by an unidentified person while chasing the girlfriend's father with a machete. There's more on the following report by Nana Yaljima.
The deceased, in the company of his friends armed with machetes and clubs, stormed the Nyamikrum community from Ayekwa to avenge a breakup with his JHS-3 girlfriend. The gang inflicted machete wounds on the brother of the 14-year-old girl. A shout for help from the father of the girl who was being chased by the deceased attracted some members of the community. In the ensuing conflict, Kode was shot by an unknown assailant. The death of Kode angered the gang, who retreated, regrouped, and launched more attacks on Nyamikrum community. The Formula police later brought the situation under control. Yao Al-Hassan is father of the girl.
I heard my children call my name, claiming they are being attacked. I came out to find some boys, some of them smoking weed. They numbered more than 20. I started calling for help. With machete, they destroyed some properties here. One chased me with machete, and from nowhere we heard a gunshot. I later noticed he was shot.
And now to entertainment, music producer and rapper Keminya says life experiences led him to find God and is now committed to using his music to change lives. He's been speaking to Andy Dusty on Hits FM.
Keminya was a group.
What's the meaning of Keminya?
At first we used to say, don't you know? But when I grew in the Lord and understood the name better, Keminya, that means open and you will know.
So what, are you a Christian now?
Yes, sir.
I see. When did that start?
Oh, not too long ago.
How did you see the light?
I saw the light through what I went through and the few friends I had. Yeah. And some of them showed me the light and I had to follow that path.
Why? What happened to you?
I went down a bit in life, in understanding what I was and what I was meant for. And I think now the path is really clear now because of the light.
Were you into vices? So what, you were smoking? You were drinking?
I used to.
And that was a music producer and rapper Keminya in an interview with Andy Dusty on Hits FM. That's it for the bulletin. In our top story, the Ghana Armed Forces and police service have both debunked claims of contracting land guards to reclaim state lands. Business is up next on the Super Morning Show. Don't go away.